Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. This is indeed where men and women from around the world gather in defense of liberty. I'm your host, Bill Bailey, who will be channeling the patriotism of America's founding fathers. Folks, our republic is under attack by rogue, unconstitutional judges. Judges that are making unconstitutional decisions. Judicial tyranny. Judicial tyranny is one of the greatest threats to our republic. Thomas Jefferson warned about it. In an 1807 letter to John Wales Epps, Jefferson wrote the following. The original error was in establishing a judiciary independent of the nation, and which, from the citadel of the law, can turn its guns on those they were meant to defend, and control and fashion their proceedings to its own will. We're seeing it, right? We did just get a good ruling from one of these lefty judges out in Colorado, Judge Sarah Wallace. Everybody thought, she's going to rule that Trump can't be on the ballot because he's an insurrectionist, and I'm removing him. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Laura Loomer posted on Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter, "Can't believe Trump won in Colorado. I was certain that the leftist judge would rule against him." Steve Bannon, stunner. Trump wins in Colorado court on 14th Amendment insurrectionist claim, remains on ballot. In a CNN article, I took the following. A Colorado judge on Friday issued a stunning ruling that fell just short of removing Donald Trump from the state's 2024 ballot based on the 14th Amendment's insurrection ban. It fell way short because Trump wasn't in the Confederacy. He wasn't, this ain't the Civil War era, Judge Sarah Wallace. Continuing, the 102-page decision, by this liberal judge, was a win for Trump, but it read more like a condemnation. Well, yeah, she could have wrote 400 pages about how she hates Trump and doesn't want him on the ballot, but she knows the law doesn't give her the power to remove Trump from the ballot. And what all this stuff, I'll finish this article and I'll tell you what all this is about. Nonetheless, it is the latest legal victory for the GOP frontrunner, that would be Donald J. Trump, who has now defended his spot on the ballot in several key states, including Michigan and Minnesota, though appeals are underway. The 14th Amendment, ratified after the Civil War, says officials who take an oath to support the Constitution are banned from future office if they engage in insurrection. But the Constitution doesn't say how to enforce the ban, and it has only been applied twice since 1919, which is why many experts view these lawsuits as long shots. Legal experts believe the Supreme Court will be asked to weigh in one way or another before the 2024 election. So, and they're going to appeal. They're probably going to appeal this Colorado case to the Colorado Supreme Court, but ultimately it's going to go to the federal Supreme Court, and Trump will win because it's total BS. There's nothing in here that Trump, first off, isn't an insurrectionist, so it ain't going to happen. But why are they doing this, folks? Because it's lawfare. They're taking money from Trump's campaign coffers that he can't use on the campaign trail. One. Two is, if he's in court, tied up in court, he's not out at these huge rallies getting even more support. But the great thing is this stuff's backfiring. This lawfare is backfiring, and Trump's approval ratings are going through the roof. By the way, this is the haggardy old liberal judge, which I'm pretty sure if you throw a bucket of water on her, she will melt. Here is the official Trump statement on the win. Trump campaign statement on legal victory in Colorado. We applaud today's ruling in Colorado, which is another nail in the coffin of the un-American ballot challenges. With this decision, Democrats' 14th Amendment challenges have now been defeated in Colorado, Michigan, Minnesota, and New Hampshire. These cases represent the most cynical and blatant political attempts to interfere with the upcoming presidential election by desperate Democrats, aka communists, who know crooked Joe Biden is a failed president on the fast track to defeat. The American voter has a constitutional right to vote for the candidate of their choosing, with President Donald J. Trump leading by massive numbers. This right was correctly preserved in Colorado today, and we urge the swift disposal of any and all remaining Democrat ballot challenges. Onward to victory in 2024. We will make America great again. Stephen Chung, if I'm saying that right, Trump spokesperson. And just so you know, folks, in the history of America, out of thousands of federal judges, you know how many impeachments there's been? 15. 15 since the founding of America, out of thousands of judges. Of those 15, 8 were convicted by the Senate, 4 were acquitted by the Senate, and 3 resigned before an outcome of trial. And you want to hear what the charges are? I'll run through them real quick. And the time when they happened. Time, name, and charge. 1803, John Pickering. Charges mental instability and intoxication on the bench. 1804, Samuel Chase. Arbitrary and oppressive conduct of trials. 1830, James Hawkins Peck. Abuse of the contempt of power. 1862, West Hughes Humphreys. Refusing to hold court and waging war against the United States government. You would think that would get you impeached. 1873, Mark W. Delahaye. Charges intoxication on the bench. 1904, Charles Swain. Abuse of contempt power and other misuses of office. Robert Woodrow Archibald. Improper business relationship and litigation. 1926, George Washington English. Abuse of power. 1933, Harold Lauterbach. Favoritism in the appointment of bankruptcy receivers. 1936, Halstead Lockwood Ritter. Flip the page here. Favoritism in the appointment of bankruptcy receivers and practicing law while sitting as a judge. Don't understand that one. I would think you're practicing law as you're sitting as a judge, but 1986, Harry Claiborne. Income tax evasion and remaining on the bench following a criminal conviction. 1988, Elise Hastings, perjury and conspiring to solicit a bribe. 1989, Walter Nixon, perjury before a federal grand jury. And 2009, Samuel Kent, sexual assault, obstructing and impeding an official proceeding and making false and misleading statements. And lastly, 2010, Thomas Porteus, accepting bribes and making false statements under penalty of perjury. You notice, I don't believe one of those was impeached and removed from office for making unconstitutional rulings against their political opponents, which I guarantee you has happened since the founding of this country. And this was the fear Jefferson was talking about, is that the judges will turn on us, on our republic. And so we need to fix this. There's a mechanism to remove these lawless judges from the bench. It's called impeachment. Some judges are voted in. I mean, you can vote them out. Other ones are appointed. But legislatures and Congress need to put their foot down on these judges. And all they need to do, folks, is make an example of 2 or 3 of them, the 2 or 3 that are the worst of the worst. Like this judge out in New York that's wrongfully persecuting Trump, or in D.C., or the judge in Georgia. And they need to remove them from office. It's unacceptable. Look, if somebody on our side has done something bad, then by all means, they should pay the penalty, right? But that's not what's going on. And I mean, it's just stands out like a sore thumb with what what they're doing to President Trump, just, complete criminal, and, just pisses you off, don't it? To see what's happening to this country. And I will tell you, retribution is coming. Trump is already working. I think he can hire 3,000 people, the executive branch, when you win the presidency. So what Trump's already doing is they're vetting and getting all their chess pieces ready, all America First patriots. And they're going to have a list of things they need to do, their position and what they need to do. Because we're going to, the Trump administration, the next Trump administration, along with us, right? The American, Make America Great Again, patriotic America First movement. We want this criminal regime held accountable for everything they've done in destroying this country. And if they're not, if they get away with this, then, it's game over, right? But Trump is coming. Trump's on a mission, my friends. And I think victory is coming in November, and then our retribution is coming. And I can't wait. I can't wait. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, if I can find my little thing here, I don't see it. Please subscribe if you like the channel. Click on get all notifications. There's like 3 choices there. You need to check mark the bell and then check mark the box that says all. But if you subscribe, comment, and share these videos, it will help grow this channel. Anyways, keep praying and keep prepping. May God bless you and keep you and your family safe. Until next time, Sons of Liberty out. See you guys.